Good day, my fellow simpletons, and welcome back to another 7 Days to Die. This one's going to be a little different. I want to take you guys along while I build the next building for the next cinematic video that I want to do. We just finished the Ultimate Horde base video, and I figured I'd walk you through all the damage that was done here, and then kind of toss some ideas out there of pretty much what I was thinking to have for the next cinematic one. So what we'll do is let's kind of take a look around at this place and show you the outcome of all of this. So like I said, we just finished the last horde. I don't know if you guys saw the full video, but they did break in. The demolition zombie kind of took us out. He was the he was the one that got us. So they got in, they got up here, they broke out through here. Most of them got taken out by the turrets that were down there, and then shortly after that, nighttime fell. But they did a little bit of damage up here. Nothing on this level, but downstairs they did a mess. So this is where the demolition zombie came through, and that was kind of the downside to having the blade traps, is he got down and blade trap hit him right in the chest, sent off the explosion, he blew up, and then shortly after that some more demolition zombies came down, they blew up and just blew up a hole right here, and the zombies ran their way in. Besides that, we had some destruction over here, and this was really me spending so much time doing the cinematic shots that I was not over here repairing, because normally what I would do is while the zombies are coming down, they're getting beat up, you're just sitting over here and just repairing kind of as they're getting demolished, and then you could run over to the next side, kind of come over here, demolish it. I did notice one negative side, which I'll have to remember for next time, is I put the wiring in the back for a clean look, but in a normal one I would put the wiring, the little relay right here on the front, so then if these get exploded you could set two of them back up, go from here, bam, bam, wire back in, and then you're back and going. Right now everything's behind the wall, so it's kind of impossible to really do quickly. Like, you could try to sneak back in here, click that, put on there, and then hope you don't get taken out by your own blade trap. So lessons learned. If you guys would like to see a rebuild of this, let me know, and I'll do kind of a tutorial on it. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a kind of aftermath view of, you know, everything that happened here. Oh, and it looked like we did lose one generator. Oh yeah, so we actually lost a generator and we lost a battery bank. Oh wow, look at that. So that also didn't help our cause at all. So like I said, lessons learned. Next time I'll probably put the generator and battery bank somewhere a little bit more concealed in some safer areas, but this was just purely for cinematic purposes, but it was fun. So what I want to do today, though, let's get out of here, is I want to work on our next cinematic one. And what I was thinking was, I was actually talking to the wife about this, was I want to do something called a boo-boo box. So I don't know if any of you have seen, like, Captain, or was it Hook, the one that has, oh god, what's his name, has Robin Williams, who kind of plays Peter Pan. And you know, in that movie there is a part where one of the pirates gets placed into a boo-boo box. Basically, you know, just almost like a treasure chest type thing. But it got me thinking, you know, I spend a lot of time on the horde bases where I just kind of make them single-walled and, you know, highly defensed and stuff. But the zombies kind of keep on coming, because as soon as you kill one, another one respawns and goes back and forth like that. So what I was curious was, could we build like a box, some kind of thick, like super thick-walled little base that these zombies would have to try to break their way all the way through? And how long would it take them to actually get to you? So that's kind of what I was thinking of doing, was we'll head out over here, find some nice place, and build something like a super thick-walled little base. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I figured it would be fun to try it out. Well, let's find ourselves a nice little piece of land to build on. Huh, what do you guys think about this? Let's take a peek, shall we? What do we have here? I think that's a piece of wood. Maybe down here in this valley? I mean, it might make for pretty cool. So, just as kind of like an inside onto how I kind of do my videos is, when I'm looking for places to build, I'm looking for locations and what around the area can make for some cool cinematic shots. So we've got our own, you know, broke down car here. It's kind of a broken house over here. Might be able to get a cool shot kind of coming from above or below the house, above it, exposing the boo-boo box or the area that we'll be hanging out over here. So that might be kind of cool. I mean, we've got a mountain on this side. So kind of scenic. I think this is where we will build. And exactly what this is going to look like, I don't know. We're going to figure this all out together. But first, okay, roughly what I'm thinking is we will literally have a place that's like, I don't know, like 4x4 on the inside. Just enough to kind of move around, but it'll have no windows, no nothing. At least until they get a little bit closer inside the walls. So the whole outside would be just pure concrete, and then maybe as they start making their way through the layers, things open up. Maybe there's traps, maybe there's electric fence, maybe we'll put some arrow slots or some barred windows, so that way if they start getting into a certain point, we can start taking them out from inside. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I guess we will get started with just a basic kind of layout. This hole's throwing me off because we're going to be building kind of sideways. Oh, that'll be interesting. So if we had a, what do you think, like a 4x4 area? Something to get in. What I'm thinking is we will be tunneling through the bottom. So if we had, I mean, we could do a 3x3, and then that way we can put our hatch in the middle, because I want to tunnel down. Basically, I'm going to tunnel down, and then I'm going to build up, probably like 5 layers up. And then that's actually where the sitting spot will be, and then it'll be like 5 or 6 layers or something like that on top, to the front, and all the way around the sides. But this will be the way that we'll get into the area, which will be straight from down below. We'll drill down, probably damn near to bedrock, lace it with reinforced concrete downwards as well. So that way it's even more difficult for the zombies to dig down and into it. And then we'll pop up. We'll have like an exit or something over, where are we at? Ah, shoot, maybe we could drill all the way to the house. That could be kind of cool. And then that way we're still using the house. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's see, how many layers do we want to go up? What do we think? 5 layers? It's gonna be a lot of blocks. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, so if we had 5 layers, and then this was technically our platform. It's not bad. It's not too bad at all. But then, yeah, we go 5 up, 5 down. No, maybe we'll just do... Let's see how long it would take them, because, I mean, we can make this thing, like, 10 layers thick, and we know that they won't be able to make it in there. Let's go 4. It's like, as much as I want to just go completely crazy with it, I do want to make this something that potentially somebody could make, if it seems to work out pretty good. So, I am in, God mode. We're just going to wipe everything and kind of start fresh. So let's put, going to need a hatch. You know what? I hate it when it does that. If anybody knows a better way to put these on top, that would be pretty cool. Because they always drop down for me. Like, I'm not able to get it to the top one unless you put a block behind it. Alright, let's put... We know we're going to need those. Maybe if we put a plate. Let's put a little plate there. And that should move in that way. And maybe just for... make things look pretty. I mean, that's not horrible. I don't plan on putting anything in there with us anyway, so it's not like I'm going to need, you know, a block space on top. This is literally just a place where you can just hang out. Okay, so we did that, and then let's go 1. What's funny is as I'm doing this, I'm going to realize the zombies are going to be coming in from down below, and once when I go down, it'd be kind of tough for them to have traps. I guess we could do traps down here, and then this is just kind of a watch area. Like, we don't have to go as thick up here because they're going to be trying to tunnel their way down. But then we wouldn't have good shots in case they come in. So maybe we'll just put it flat on the ground. Let's take a look. I need to put that. Let's break this off there. Unfortunately, this happens quite a bit with my building, as I will constantly tear down, rebuild multiple times until finally get what I'm looking for. Alright, get that re-cleaned back up. It's starting to get dark. Bring this back here, drop that speed down. There we go. Alright, so if we make this thing flat, 1, 2. And then maybe we'll just build underneath. So let's see. I think 4 layers. I think we can work with 4 layers. That gives us an option to put kind of some traps in between. So that would be, we could put maybe a trap layer here, wall, trap layer here. So I guess if we do, I can see we're going to have a problem. Alright, I think we can work with what we'll have. It'll be a little interesting. We might have some thin spots in the walls, but that's okay. Alright, let's go here. Alright, so I would say that would be our basic structure. What we'll do is we'll kind of extend these out here. Alright, so that will be basically the layout of our boo-boo box. And I'm gonna get the super digger and we'll dig down to where we want to go through there. But at least that way we have a hole started. Alright, so okay, I know in each corner we're going to have this. And let's bring this. So this will be kind of one of our defense. What do you think? One hole in the middle? Or 2 holes on each side? Let's go 2 holes on each side. Alright, so that way while we are in here, we will have access to a couple different areas wherever they're coming in at. Oops, that was close, almost fell all the way down. Okay, so through here, we'll go. I know that we will not have trap stuff that runs through the middle, because this is literally just going to be kind of like a viewpoint, or like, yeah, they won't be coming in the middle because it'd be pointless for them to come in the middle because we won't be able to see them. So we can close those off. Alright. So there should be our basic layout. Yeah, man, this is gonna be a lot of filling in. Alright, I'm going to fill in to a point, and then we'll start talking about what are we going to do for traps for when they start breaking their way in through the walls. So enjoy the build scene. Alrighty. So, this is what we've got so far. So we can see we have some area. Let me bring this in. Some area for some type of trappings in between each of the layers. So they can break through a layer. Then we've got something, then they can break through a layer, then we've got something. Then we'll have bars here that will hopefully allow us to be able to shoot out. There will be blocks here all the way around on the ends, but I kind of left these open, especially the sides. Just kind of left them open until we figure out exactly what we're going to do. These will not be hollow unless I decide to put something here to trap them. My big concern is going to be those demolition zombies again, but I'm hoping, you know, what we could do. No, it would be fine. We'll try not to do anything like with a shock or with a dart trap or anything like that that can automatically shoot them and then hit their little button. So this will be something probably like using the electric trap, you know, iron spikes, something not too crazy, but something that will hopefully slow them up. The biggest thing is just we want to slow them up so that way they don't keep respawning and then we're just fighting the whole night. If we can wait until like the night's like 3/4 of the way done before we even end up having to shoot a single one, then that's better. That's a good thing. So let's figure out, what do we want to put through here? I'm really thinking the last one I would like to put would be electric traps. The electric fence that would just go through here and shock them when they get up. So what I can do, alright, where is all of these placed? So this is where it can get kind of difficult because of how I do my electric traps. We'll need... You know, I guess we could just do a continuous loop. I like to try to get them to where they trigger on and off. But that's going to be kind of damn near impossible. Well, maybe not. How could I do this? So if we put the electric fence post here, you know, let's do some figuring out. Alright, electric fence. So if I put... Yeah. So if we go through here, there... Alright, oh, this is going to take me a second. Alright, so if we go electric fence here and here, this will do this first row that I'm looking for. And then if we come through and then go here, this will go through here and go to that one. So go here, go here. Go here, go here. Go here. Alright, and then that one's already set up. So alright. Now I'm seeing it. Alright, so the other part for my trap, to do the electric traps, is to put a tripwire. Where is tripwire? So the tripwire we'll put here and here, here, here. And I'll show you why here in just a second. Okay. Now we need the wiring tool. Oh, there it is. Okay, so what we'll need is, so power, let's go, what side do I want to do this? Let's start on this side. So we're going to work on this line running this direction. What we'll do is power will come into this trip line, run across to here. I don't think that's too, there we go. Run across from there, go from here to the fence post, and then from that post to here. So power comes in, runs across. When it's tripped, it engages that trip wire to then send power down through here. So then we'll do the same thing. I'm just going to go kind of from left to right. So trip wire. Okay. There we go. So that should be pretty good there. We do need some of the relays. And what I think we'll do is I'll put one of these as close in because I want to put as much on the closest to the inside so it's more difficult for them to break in. There we go. Alright, so now we know power is going to be coming out of there and going to that tripwire. Okay, so all of those should be fed with power now. So that's good. Alright, we're not going to have any access. So once when we're done here, we're not going to have any access to any of this. Because we are going to fill everything we can with concrete. And just seal everything in here. So we could come in and knock these things out if we have to, but we're going to do that last. So we've got those traps, which would be great for the end. Let's go ahead and put bars. Let's go centered. Yeah, you know what? Let's do centered bars this time. We'll go there, here, 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 and here, here. There we go. And for fun, are we gonna put anything here on a trap? Let me think about that. No. But I'd like to be able to see when they make their way through. But still some kind of reinforcement. So that way I think we could still shoot through here if they get to this first row, and we can work on taking them out. They'll be pounding away, trying to get through. Alright. You know, we could do another run of electric wires through there. Because the post would go here. So, would that be right? Yeah, electric fence post here, and another tripwire there. And then we could have 2 rows of electrocution. Or do we want to put, like, spikes or something here? Let's see, what other... It's been a while since I've really taken a look in here. Do we have any other traps? We've got the blade traps. I know we've got dart traps. Like I said, I want to avoid using the dart traps. The one thing I like about the electric fence is it slows them up. So it does give us a chance to just kind of shoot towards them if needed. But we really are just looking to have them slowed up. You know what? Let's do that on this one. Let's make it 2 layers of electric lines and see how this works. Because then we're going to put up another layer of concrete, or these will be closed off, and then maybe we'll just put one more full layer in front, so they've got to go through 2 walls before they get to the first trap. Alright, but let's see what we can do. So that's going to be like that. So it's going to be checkerboard. I see a problem. So the line would come in, we would have our fence post here, trip line, but that's it. We wouldn't be able to put another trip line on. So maybe these posts just constantly stay on. Yeah, you know what, let's put the outside as consistently on. We won't use tripwires. And let's see how this works. It's either going to work fantastic or we're going to go down in flames very, very quickly. Alright, so power will come in. And let's go to here. So the reason I'm kind of doing this, you could set these up in one continuous line, go from here to here, but if one line breaks, it can kill everything. So I want to separate them out as much as possible, just in case something like that happens. Okay, so that should work out pretty good. We've got power. And then what we'll do is we'll come up here. We're going to put one more layer. I'm going to put one layer up here, which is where the generator and battery bank will be held. Should be right up above this guy. So what I might do is we'll probably have to just put do something like that. So that way we can climb up. Yeah, that does kind of... You know what we can do. It's a cheating way to do this, but... Oops, wrong button. So we can go 1 and 2. So we put that right there, which will allow us to put stairs right on the front, and that will get us up into the next level up here. And then up here, probably just do we'll just build up, and then this will literally just hold the generator and battery bank, which will be up here. Okay, we can finish that off here in a little bit. Okay, so we have our traps, which will be electric traps, solid electric line through the front, and then this will be the tripped one once when they get into this part. So that should work out pretty good. Just trying to think of once when they break in, the tough thing that's going to be is if we have dogs. It's going to be tough to be able to shoot down there to get the dogs. But that's fine. We can figure that out at a later date. Alright, so I think that's going to be it that we will put in here. We do, I guess, need to wire up and find a location for the generators. So let's build this little section. Alright, let's get generator bank. And battery bank, why not? So I like to use both a generator bank and a battery bank, just so that way you kind of have a backup if something fails. Alright. Let us put the wiring tool back in here. So from the generator to the battery bank, and from the battery bank, we need to go, let's go to here. And to there. Alright, so we have 4 different lines, leaving the battery bank, going outwards. Cool. I like it. We could have put a switch, like, if we really wanted to, we could have put a switch, that way we can kill it, especially because those front electric lines are consistently on, so that would, you know, potentially drain it pretty quickly. But this should be good. I mean, it's just for one of the cinematic ones. Let's see. Wrong button. Oh, what was I getting? Oh, that's what. We need batteries and motors. So yeah, as you can see, we're pulling 52 watts, and that's because those front electric fences are always on. Let's get some gasoline. Take and refuel that. Alright. So now that we have that, let's see. They'd get in. Electrified there. Get in. And electrified there. Cool. So that works. That's actually working. Oops. Working too well. Okay. So I'm gonna take a look and see. Just make sure I have all the wiring done, and then fill in all of these blocks. And then we'll figure out what we want to do kind of towards the front, how we want to finish the top, and then figure out the tunnel, and if we want to tunnel all the way out to that house. So I'll be back in a minute, and hopefully I'll have this place just kind of closed up. Alright, you guys, so I finished kind of enclosing everything, and I put a kind of a double row of steel plate on the 2 bottom rows, and then the upper row I added a couple windows to each side, just so that way we do have a place to kind of, you know, peek out, look out from outside, kind of see what's coming. Just thought that kind of make it look kind of cool. What I was thinking was, I don't know if they'll be able to jump across. They might be able to, but I want to put a row of spikes all the way around the top of this thing, just in case they do manage to get their way up here. We'll have birds that'll be flying up, I'm sure. We don't really have to worry too much about them trying to get in. Oh, that was fancy. Oops. Come on. I'll fill that in later. Because, you know, I don't think they're even going to come remotely close to being able to break into that thing. But just in case, we'll have access with windows to come up here and shoot birds down if we have to. So I think that will actually work pretty good. I want to go a little heavy on this side because they might be able to jump in kind of from that corner. I don't think they're going to be able to jump from there. Yeah, it's really, this is kind of the corner that if they're going to hop over, it's going to be from there. So hopefully this will slow them up. But we'll be able to take them out from up above if we have to. Okay, so we've got that. Let's go ahead and fly out over here. So I think what I want to do now is tunnel down over to the house. Now, I haven't figured out exactly how we're going to do that, because trying to tunnel sideways is a pain in the butt. So what we might do is go down, tunnel out that direction, and then up that direction. But to make things easy, we will go all the way down to bedrock. There we go. We'll go all the way down to bedrock, and that way we're on the same level all the way across, and I'll kind of show you why. So let's go into this. We want, what is it called? The digger? Yes. Alright, so let us go down here. And that's one way to get all the way down. Alright. Nothing's breaking, right? Alright, cool. I've done that before, and then, like, half of my damn building fell down. Okay, so that house is over there. So we need to be facing... So really where the house is what, southwest? So we need to go west. Correct? Yep, we need to go west. Okay. That should work. Let's head up here. Ah, perfect. Alright, let's us get in here. Man, this place has seen better days. It is rough looking. Let's see. Where do we want to have access to? Oh, yeah, all that stuff is breaking. That's okay, nothing below us. What do you think? Just right in here? This is the hatch? Yeah, you know, let's go here. Cool. We made it down. Alright, so now we need to go... which way? This way? And now we should... Look at that, we ran right into it. That worked out perfect. So now we have a tunnel that can take us all the way over to our base. I'll go from the house all the way up. And fly up. Cool. So, now with that though, we need to... What side do we want to climb up on? What side? Okay, so now what we need to do is go one block in and and we are going to stack these all the way up. So if you're in God mode, there's a easy way to do this. Otherwise, if you're in regular mode, you've got to dig one out and then go all the way up. But we're in God mode, so what I can do is come behind and literally stack blocks all the way up. Alright, so there will be for our stairs. That will go all the way up. What I would like to do, though, is add a layer, a couple layers of protection so they can't easily dig in and try to get in from below us. Alright, so we've got a couple layers of protection there. And then we come down here to bedrock. And then we'll just add a ladder that'll go all the way up. Let's go do the same thing to the other side. Alright, and there is the access down to there. Alright, so now we just need to put some ladders. Coming all the way down here. And literally, we're just going to go all the way up. So we have that entrance there, and now we can put an entrance there, which will take us up top. Come down here. That will work. And then I think what we'll do is we'll put a hatch, because we have that block right there. Where is our hatch? Oh no, there it is. Haha, I see it. Alright, so I want this thing to turn out that way. Yep, so that way we can get out. Then we can still come up here, get to up here, down. That open, and then get down into that. Cool. Ooh, hey, get off of there. Alright, so we've got the basics of it done. Maybe we'll put a hatch over on this side, just so it matches. Cool. So, yeah, that's really the only way you can tell. We could paint it and make it look like nothing was here, but at least that has a little bit of extra reinforcement. Cool. Yeah. Oh, and I do have all the zombies paused in case you guys were wondering why they're just sitting there, just so that we weren't getting disturbed while we were building this. So I think, honestly, lastly, all we need to do is put up a couple torches. I'm going to do some minor little aesthetic things to it. Get it ready for the camera. But that is it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little this video, something a little different. Kind of how I go into building some things and trying to plan out my shots. While we do that, so make sure you guys keep an eye out for this one coming up in the Cinematix series, and we will see how well this one does against the horde. And just as a reminder, this is what level? Wrong freaking button. This guy's level 241, so it'll be a level 241 horde that comes through, so pretty strong, definitely demolition zombies, and we'll see how well this one holds up to all of that. So, I'll catch you guys out on the next one. Until then, take it easy and enjoy the rest of your guys' night, alright? Bye.